want to get this off my chest right now. One thing I've noticed is that when you're a woman, it's like you can be embarrassed, you can be humiliated, and it doesn't like affect you so much. You know what I mean? It's like you got a man, right? He gets humiliated, his reputation is destroyed. Not just because of what happened to him, but what's going to happen to him, because men are really vengeful and like aggressive. And they'll outright put it in your face and they'll try to humiliate you in your face. You know? And it's like, when you're a woman, you like, it's like weird, like you're like immune to like humiliation and embarrassment. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. I don't know. It's like you get used to like, not used to it, but like you act like it doesn't affect you. You know? It's like almost kind of like something that just happens. And I only say that because it's something I've kind of noticed. You know? Because as a guy, you know, it's like you're not in a position where you're getting humiliated or embarrassed. You know? You're never really put in a position. But like, I feel like they do that to women a lot by belittling women, even trans women. And that's what I wanted to say too. Like, it feels like a lot of butch queens, right? It seems like a lot of butch queens are like basically on that tip, where like a lot of them like to like belittle trans women, and it's like, it's kind of lame because they're like, I don't know, they feel comfortable around you, but then like their misogyny comes into play and they're like, oh no, they start treating you like crap. They start acting like you really just, and it's really transphobic, to be honest. They start acting like you're a guy, you should know you're a guy, like you're just a guy with makeup on. They just start treating you like shit. But they do it in a way where they're like, it's almost like a joke. They're trying to make it a joke, and it's not funny. It's not funny at all, you know? And it's all because what I said like my last video, like, you know, the whole cross-dressing shit, which is the stage 2 of AGP. You know, they think like, oh, you're just in that mode of like, oh my god, I'm a woman, and you're dressed like one. But like, that's just like a woman. You know, they don't understand, like, you're not on that stage, or like on the last stage. You're like physiologically changing your body, you know? And they don't get that shit. They don't get it at all. I was really depressed today because, like, my boss, I think he's a butch queen. I'm not exactly sure, right? But he gives off those vibes, maybe a little bit, whatever. And dude was like, literally like, we had a meeting today, and he was bringing up things we shouldn't be doing. And then he bring up, like, basically he bring up me brushing my teeth in the restroom. Like, you're not supposed to be brushing your teeth when you're on the clock. And I'm thinking, like, I brush my teeth faster than some people took dumps. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even need to bring that up. That's not even something to bring up, you know? You know? He's like, 2 minutes and you're out. I'm like, 2 minutes? Like, get out of here. Like, nobody taking no dump in 2 minutes. Like, you know? Like, get out of here. Like, just ridiculousness. But I felt like, why are you, like, bringing that up to me? You know? Like, why are you bringing that up? But it's just the way people are, you know? Like, you can't even stop it all the time. It is what it is. I only say that because it's like, literally like, I'll be trying to do something simple, and then like everybody and their mom want to come in the room and act like this, that, and the third, and you're just like, oh my god, like, whatever. You know? Like every time. It's just ridiculous. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to put on my gloves. They're on the counter table, right? I got one glove on, somebody's behind me. Their stuff is directly in front of me. But it's like, let me do what I gotta do. Why should I have to move out the way for you to do what you need to do? You know what I mean? It's just small, little, just ridiculous things. It's a lot of ridiculousness. I don't know. And I feel like he does that. My boss does that. Because even one time he tried to, like, imply in another meeting, like, you need to clean yourself up. Like, first of all, I'm on the streets. Second of all, calm that down. I know I need to clean myself up. It's not that easy. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, how you going to tell me what to do? Like, yesterday I went to the gym, and I'm sitting here, and I finally shaved or whatever, just because I wanted to shave. And literally everybody left. Everybody left the locker room. And then they all came back in. It was really weird. I was like, what the heck? Why did everybody leave? You know what I mean? And then when I started blow drying my hair, that's when everybody wanted to slowly come back in. But they all came back in one by one. Like 10 people came at the same time. Like, that's ridiculous. It's just small things like that. And then what makes me so angry about it, right, is like, these people are seeing me for the first time. So they're seeing me with like certain female features or whatever. And so they're like, oh, okay, trans woman. But like, if you were to look at me as a guy, it's not like this drastic fucking change. You know what I'm saying? Not even close. And that's why I get really annoyed, because I'm sitting here, I look in the mirror, I see a dude that's trying to sound like a girl. You have trans folks that make you feel that way, and then you're like, okay, I guess, I don't know, and then you have these people trying to hit on you because they're chasers. It's really annoying. It's annoying. Ugh. That's really gross. But how you gonna tell me that to clean up? It's like, and the only reason I'm homeless in the first place is because I constantly deal with evil people. It's like I'm homeless in the first place because I constantly am dealing with, it's either because I'm a big black guy, because I'm a trans person, because I'm a man. Like, I mean, where do I begin? You know what I mean? Where do I begin? Where does the hate start and where does it stop? You know what I mean? So it's like, don't pretend like you're in my corner. Don't pretend like you're my friend. You know for a fact you're going to use your race privilege whenever you get a chance. Like, don't even pretend that you're going to use your cishet, privilege whenever you get a chance. And that's what I'm saying. I'm so sick of it. Like, but it's like at the point right now where it's like, what do I actually do though? So right now they're offering like full-time hours, and it's gonna allow me to like double up my money. But like now I'm like, first of all, it's like big responsibility, which I'm not too like concerned about. I just gotta really just put my energy into doing it. But what's messing me up right now is just the simple fact that, like, I don't know whether or not, like, I don't know. I just feel like if I do this, it's gonna take up all my time. It's like I'm gonna be like, how do I put this? I'm gonna be, exclusive, basically. No, I can't go back to school. I can't do anything else, anything part-time. Literally all my time and energy is gonna have to go to this, and I have to like work around it completely. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. But it's got me like really messed up right now with that. Like, I don't know, like sometimes you just think about it, you're like, man, like it was the research I did the other day. And it was like, oh, if you take hormones that you got from India or whatever, it doesn't matter where you get the hormones from, right? If you're taking HRT that you didn't get from a doctor in America, you cannot do surgeries. Which is crazy. So you're telling me right now, I'm on hormones, things are changing. I'm gonna have to go to a doctor to get like prescribed for hormones. be on hormones for an entire year and then get the surgery, which is crazy because like I'm already 32 years old. You know? I'm already 32 years old. Like, I'm gonna have to wait another year, you know? I already waited long enough, you know? And that's if everything's okay, you know? That's if you have insurance, everything's okay. And so I'm really coming like straight from the bottom. So in all reality, it might take me like at least like almost 2 years, maybe 3 years. I would say 3 years to be honest. You know, number of completion, but I have to take about 3 years just to get started on the basis of transitioning. And it's like, it's a lot, you know? But you had your whole life, so I mean, you know, it's your life, you know? But I don't know, it's kind of crazy, you know? Because I don't identify with my face anymore. I don't identify with my masculine features anymore. And I'm just looking at other trans girls I've seen in real life, the ones on TikTok, YouTube, or whatever, and I'm just like super jealous because they look amazing, and it's just like, I look like crap. You know? I look like crap. And so it aggravates the living, you know, out of me. Like, I am so irritated by my own presence. Like, I still look at myself in the mirror and I still see that guy, you know? Like, in the face though. Maybe not so much in the body, but in the face. You know? Because when I was taking a shower the other day, it was so dysphoric for me. It was so dysphoric for me. But anyway, I should have probably smoked before I went. You know? Let's just try to go here and smoke real quick. But yeah, so I don't know. But that's what I'm feeling right now. Like right now, like somebody was like one of the manager ladies or whatever was like, "Oh, don't bring me lunch tomorrow. I'm gonna bring some lunch for you." Like, why are you bringing me lunch? You know, like I'm not, you know, it's like, why are you bringing me lunch? And it's the same lady that, like, when I first saw her, she first saw me, she wanted to, like, push up her nose against me, you know, at me or whatever. Like, be all snobby and on me. And it's like, how you going to do that? How you going to do that? How am I supposed to trust you? You know what I mean? How do I not know y'all are seeing what the estrogen is doing? And then you're like, oh, we gotta stop this. And you're gonna sit here and bring some food that has testosterone in it. Or like fucking, I don't even know, you know? It's just like, why can't it be a person that's just like, hey, are you trans? And I'm just like, yeah. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I support trans people, I'm cool. You know? But even then, it's like, I have to like you. You know? Anyways, so that's what I'm doing right now. But that's what I'm doing right now. It's just really small, like annoying little things that have me just like, you know? I don't even know anymore sometimes. I don't even know. Let's see if I can go back here, smoke some of this joint before I go home. Yeah, so I'm gonna ask tomorrow for full time. So let's see if we get it. And that was the thing about it too. Like she told me, like one of the managers, like the black chicks or whatever, that like, you know, obviously the same thing, didn't like me, snobbed at me, right, when she first saw me. She like told me before we had the meeting that they were gonna do this, like they were gonna have whatchamacallit, they're gonna be giving away full-time shifts. But I'm like, okay. And then I was like, let me think about it. And then she was just like, oh, you gonna keep part-time? You see what I'm saying? It's like they be doing stuff like this. Like, you're sabotaging my money. They're sabotaging, like, this is what I'm saying. This is why my life really is bad. Like, it's not like, oh, I did anything. It's really evil people. Frozen salad. It's really evil people. Like, I hate to say it, but it's the truth. You know, I deal with so much evil people. You know, so many people are so evil to me. It's crazy. And, you know, I'm not trying to play the victim. I'm really not. But it's just really sad. I got everything against me right now. And they have me really depressed and, like, discouraged in life because I'm just thinking, like, I'm never gonna, like, amount to anything. And then it's like, I really realized how much I'm transgender now, to the point where it's like, I need to actually, like, do what I have to do, you know what I'm saying, for myself, my own transition, like, you know what I mean? Because there's a difference between, like, being transgender, right, and then, like, being a woman in society. There's a big difference, you know? Because on one end, like, you're a transgender, you just are a transgender, and then on the other end, like, you're a woman in society, you know? That looks like it's dangerous. And then there's the, I don't even know if it's smoking or not. I don't know. Caution. Pneumonia. I don't want to get in trouble. I guess I might get in trouble. That door's open too. Fucking ridiculous. This is why I'm saying, this is why I hate Illinois. It's like, golly, like, ugh, you know, it just seems like so much going on all the time. Like, golly, can I smoke this without, like, everybody there wrong, like, in my face? Like, how is we legal over here? Man, it's crazy. And then there's this. You see how awkward it is? So awkward here. You can't even see that much because it's later. I still can't see it. I need a new phone. For sure I need a new phone. Whatever. I'll just sit down. I don't even know. I don't want to see it. I'm going about all the way out here. It's just like ridiculous. I'm going to have to call it a day on this. Of course, the school bus decides to randomly park in the street. That makes sense sometimes. Nobody comes out here. You know? But yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with right now. Like, I'm gonna take a puff or two and that's it. It's just, it really sucks. You know? There's never any privacy. You would think, like, okay, there's privacy down here because nobody's over here, but then there's just not. You know? But anyways, back on topic. So, like, I really want to, like, take this transition further. Like, I'm at the age where I feel like I need to be more serious about this. like, I remember somebody on my channel was like, how about you just like postpone your transition until you like are on your feet? I'm like, how? Like now I'm about to get on my feet. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm more or less trying to get on my feet, but like still though, like it's just crazy. You're like fighting tooth and nail here. And it's crazy because you're getting all these chasers and like you're not even like super female looking. You know? Like I don't know, I'm just annoyed. Like it's just like these people are just too much. Like, I don't need you to feed me. Like, I literally do not need you. You don't need to bring your food tomorrow. I'll bring you some food. That's weird. Like, why are you doing that? Why are you bringing me food? You see what I'm saying? But then the same transphobic guys keep on literally trying to talk to me. And it's crazy. Like, how are you going to sit here and serve me, and then randomly just be, hey, what's your favorite color? I bought this new hat. And tell me, like, you know, this is the school I went to. I'm like, okay, like, what do I do with that information? Like, what do I do with that? But I didn't know what they're doing. They're just trying to talk to me, but, like, why are you trying to talk to me if you see me as a dude or sir? You know? It's crazy. Some psychic reader said something about, like, oh, like, it's really just their problem. I'm like, yes. Like I said before, like, it's the same. I told you, like, in the last video, like, it's not necessarily me or trans people or me being transgender. It's really, like, them and their, like, and what being transgender means to them. And if you really think about it, it's really transphobia or homophobia. Really. It's homophobia. That's really what it is. Like, these people are homophobic. In all, like, you know, in all intents and purposes, they're homophobic, and they do not know how to handle it in their own psyche. Like, it has nothing to do with me. Homosexual people, transgender people, it has nothing to do with all that. It's them. It's their individualistic situations and how they see that. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're a chauvinistic man, you see, and this you can go back to the whole embarrassment thing. I start the video off with is that, like, okay, like, just talking to me as a woman, as a cis woman, talking to a trans woman, whether it be romantic or not, or even a gay man, or whatever, right? A butch queen or whatever, right? Like, does that make you feel like embarrassed? In one way, it can, but like, you don't care. In the past, before I even came out as trans, well, I came out to one girl, and like she was my friend or whatever, and then I stopped talking to her because I just felt like she was exploiting me. And then I was like, and she was like, oh, like, you can't do this to me. You can't, in a text message, she was like, you can't do this to me. And I'm like, what? Like, what did I do to you? You came to me. Like, you started talking to me. Like, just nonsense. And I'm telling you, I'm non-binary. Like, I'm not like a super, super girly girl. And you're like trying to force all this like hyper feminine, like, you know what I mean, on me, and like trying to get trying to get your licks in. You know what I'm saying, to make yourself feel good. And it's just weird. Like, I'm not trying to go to the drag bar every single day. I want to go to work. I want to go home. You know. But here she is, you know, acting like, oh, like, let's go get some drinks or whatever. Like, why? You know? And that's what made me angry, because I'm thinking, like, okay, just because I'm trans or I'm gay or whatever, or effeminate male, does not give you the right as a woman, as a cis woman, to, like, you know, or a female woman, to be, like, all up in my face and act like we're best friends. That's insanity. You're an adult. Like, what are you talking about? You know? And that is, like, the most annoying situation for me. You know? They act like they're going to protect you, and they're not going to protect you. You know? It's just really annoying. It just aggravates the living crap out of me. I'm getting tired of these guys that literally, like, you'll be in the same situation, like same, I don't know, public or social situation as them, and then they'll literally be on some like not try to say nothing to you, they'll just disacknowledge your whole existence, and then when they get you alone, then they start like trying to like be all on you. That's crazy to me. Like, what's wrong with you? You think I'm gonna like actually talk to you like you're an actual like a person? Are you crazy? If you're in my way and I tell you like excuse me and you don't move, you get what I'm saying? But then like when you see me in a situation where you're in a situation where it's me, you, and it's like nobody else in like the area, you want to start talking to me. This guy heard me say my name and was like, "Oh, I've been to Nigeria last summer," and he tried to show me pictures. And I'm thinking like, you're a regular Black American guy working at this low paying minimum wage job. Like, there's no way you're paying to go to Nigeria. You're unloading trucks in a warehouse. You're not going to Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the type of money. There's no reason for you to. You're lying. Like, you're straight up lying. And it's like, what pictures are you going to show me? And it's the same thing somebody else showed me. They will show you pictures. Like, why are you trying to show me pictures? I'm like, okay, like, that's nice and all, but what does that do with me? Nothing. You're trying to, like, attach yourself to me. Why? Because you're down low. You're gay. You're a sexual opportunist. You know? You're a homosexual. Like, all this foolishness. Like, it's crazy. It's like, Like, you know? I'm just so sick of these people. Like, I just cannot stand these people. Like, I just can't do it. You know? But my point I'm just trying to make here is that it's like, well, it's a beautiful sunset. The point I'm just trying to make here is I'm just at a point where I'm just like, I am so sick and tired of like living like this. Like, and it's not like the hate that really gets me. For me personally, it's where I'm at in my transition. It's where I'm at in life that's really got me like aggravated, because I realize even being trans, it's not like being trans is not like your personality. You know what I mean? Being trans is your identity. There's a big difference. It's crazy. And it's funny because a lot of people think that. You guys think that me being trans is my personality. Like, oh, because I'm trans, I only like to fuck boys, and they literally put it on you. Oh, you're trans, and their weird brain with all the homophobia and whatever they psychologically messed up on, their misogyny, whatever, right? They'll put that on you and project it on you and be like, well, you like to fuck people in the asshole. Like, fuck me in the asshole. I like to get fucked in the asshole. Oh, you like to get fucked. You like being the girl. Then I'm the man. You have to listen to me. Oh, you're not really a real woman. I'm a real woman, so you have to listen to me. It's like they put all this weird stuff. And that's just like a general observation, you know? Example. But like, that's how they really act like. And it's like, it's crazy. They put whatever they believe onto you. Oh, you're trans. You don't like women. You're jealous of women. Somebody asked me, do I have kids? And then some Hispanic guy was like, oh, he don't have, like, trying to act like I cannot have kids. Like, I still get women trying to talk to me. It's not that hard to knock up a chick. Like, get out of here. Act like you did something, you know? But whatever, right? So that's all I gotta say. Like, I'm just so sick of, like, the extra and the just the nasty of these people. But in relation to me being trans and then thinking like all this in the third, but to me that's not even like what's important. For me, in my own, to alleviate dysphoria. Like, I didn't shave to alleviate dysphoria. I shaved because I was just tired of the facial hair on my face, like that, you know? And I shaved it all off because I didn't think that I want to feel more female. I want to feel more woman. And facial hair, like, just trying to style my facial hair made me dysphoric. It made me feel like, you know, plus I didn't know how to do it. I'm going to be honest, I'm trying to make a goatee, and I just did not. It just turned out bad. So I just shaved all it off. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the craziest part about it to me. Like, I'm thinking, like, just judging you, and it's like, I just don't want to have facial. I don't like when I bend down, like when I look down, it gets caught up in my zipper. You know, when I'm zipping up my jacket or something, it gets caught up in there. I don't like that, so I shaved it off. You know, but everybody wants to hear and act like it's this, that, and that. You're trying to send a message like they really are, like they're really messed up. I'm just ignoring them. I'm gonna ignore them now, but it's just I'm getting tired of it. I'm just so sick of it. Like it's like I can't do anything. All these people like they're standing there, they just won't stop. So that's all I gotta say. You know. And another thing is, I'm okay now with the fact that I'm not gonna socially You're never really gonna socially transition because people are not going to see you as a woman, and I'm fine with that. I don't even care, you know. But you know, when it comes down to it, like I'm not gonna, like, for example, if I get facial feminization surgery, people are really gonna think like I'm doing that because, like, oh, you want men or women to think that you're a woman or not. It's like, no, I did it because when I look in the mirror, I don't identify with the face that I see. You know. The more I go on hormones, the more I don't identify with masculinity, and I start to realize how much it was forced, and I forced it because I wanted to make my father proud. I wanted to be prestigious in society, but then when you find out society's a big lie, and it's whatever, you know. And all this, it's like you start to realize like. It doesn't matter. And then they already were doing stuff. You know? They pick and choose who's going to be prestigious and who's not. Who's going to have privilege and who's not. And I was always one of the underprivileged people. So it's like, y'all not coming out and you're not giving me anything. You know? Anyways. So yeah. I'm just ready. I think what messed me up the most, it's got me the most like emotionally turmoiled. It's just that it's like I'm diving deeper into this. Like, you know, in my 20s, I wasn't really relying on money and things like that. But now I'm getting older. I need more security, and I need the money. And I always knew that even when I was 21 years old, I knew if I was in a transition, I'd have to have my ish together. I'd have to have a place to stay, a car, because I can't ride the bus. People are going to try to attack me. I knew that I had to have a place to live because, you know, I can't be on the street. People are going to attack me. And I knew that I'd have to have a prestigious job because I know people are going to attack me, lower class people, you know? And it's sad because this is what's happening. And it's even worse now because I'm in my 30s. And so now I'm settled in testosterone. And I have all these, like, coping mechanisms, if you will, or just, I don't even call them, but, like, ways of handling things that I did because I thought I was a man. You get what I'm saying? But I have a female brain, but I have a body of a man. And so I'm literally trying to, like, be a man, but I'm overcompensating. And I can't cope. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I did so much nonsense. So much nonsense. Like, for example, when I came out as gay or whatever, or trans-attracted or whatever, I was openly trans-attracted. But look what most of these men out here do. That's what I'm saying, because I was a real man. I stood up for what I believed in. You get what I'm saying? But it don't even matter because at the end of the day, majority of men are not going to do that because it's a gender role. You're acting in that role. That's not your identity. And also society puts that on you. So you try to avoid what you know as a human being is not beneficial for you. And so that's what I'm saying. You know? It's really aggravating to deal with all this. That's why I'm just like, I don't even know. I'm in the worst city, but everybody said don't go to Chicago. Everybody knows Chirac. But look at me, I'm sitting here, and I'm trying to work. You know, I might be able to work full time, and it's like if I work full time, like I'm gonna start doing what I gotta do. I'm gonna start, doing electrolysis. I'm gonna try to like get on real hormones. But it's also at the same time I feel like I'm giving up my freedom. You know? I just feel like I'm giving up my freedom, and I don't know if the freedom that I'm gonna get or what I'm gonna get for giving up my freedom is actually even worth it, you know? That's what I feel right now. Like, is it even gonna be worth it? You know? But anyways, I feel like I've been out here for too long. I'm laying smoke off camera. Sorry guys. But I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.